Powerful images that capture moments in time. Brought to you by UHS. You're watching WBNG TV Binghamton. From WBNG TV, this is Action News at 5.
The health department gets involved after children handle roadkill at a local school. Where they got it from might be the most surprising. And Binghamton Mayor Rich David looks to add new positions to make the city safer. Plus, the road to college will look a little bit different for potential students. You'll see what's changed on the SAT test. But first, glad to see plenty of sun today.
Yeah, the sun really was nice here today. Boy, we started off below zero in many locations here this morning. No big surprise there. 2, though, was the official low temperature at the Binghamton Airport, so we did not go below zero there. But Ithaca was 10 below, Afton was 1 below, and Norwich was 4 degrees below zero. The rest of this evening, well, sunshine in the afternoon leads to clear skies this evening and into the overnight. And temperatures will be dropping, but not nearly as low as they did this morning. I'll have more on your forecast. Maybe I'll run at 40 coming up.
Good evening, I'm Dave Graber. There was a health scare for parents of students at Green High School after district officials found out a teacher brought in a piece of roadkill into the classroom and it didn't have anything to do with the subject. Our Matt Porter is here with details on exactly what happened in school that day. Matt.
Well, Dave, some parents at Green High School were surprised when they received a letter yesterday informing that their sons and daughters may have been exposed to a dead rabid animal. Now, the news came in a letter yesterday from the Green Superintendent Jonathan Retz, who informed the more than 50 parents that a teacher brought in a dead fox to show off in class. Now, the fox was dead after being hit by a truck. In fact, students were the ones, according to the health department, who told Mr. Pisanello about the dead animal. Pisanello then brought in the fox the next day. Now, people in Green said the teacher shouldn't bring a wild animal in class, alive or dead, without permission.
You don't know what the animal is carrying. You don't know if it's got rabies. You don't know. It's no different than a stray dog. You just don't know. So to bring it into class, I think is wrong.
It seems to be a little inappropriate. I don't understand his motivation. It doesn't seem to go with what he's teaching.
Surprisingly, the school said they only found out about the incident a week later when a parent called with concerns. Now, the school initially told parents they couldn't recover the animal and students would need to talk to the health department about receiving a rabies vaccination, but the animal remains were later recovered and tested negative for rabies. Now, coming up at 6, I'll tell you more about what the school knew and didn't know about what happened.
All right, Matt, thanks very much. Binghamton Mayor Rich David announces a partnership between the city and the school district, which could include adding 2 new police officers to serve as resource officers. The plan creates the Youth Success Initiative from the city's Youth Bureau, a major goal to keep students safe and also away from gang activity. If the school board approves the plan, the 2 resource officers would each be stationed at a middle school. 1 resource officer already patrols the high school.
It is a collaborative effort between the city of Binghamton and the Binghamton City School District that will provide opportunities for our students from K through 12 to succeed.
Other goals of the program include improving transportation services, providing safe neighborhoods and after-school programs, and giving the students a chance to better understand local government. Binghamton schools will pay $100,000 for the 2 officers' salaries, while the city will pick up the benefits. Both the city and the school district say they have the money without increasing taxes. The new manufacturing technology program at SUNY Broome is designed to keep students there in our area after they graduate. Now, it's all part of the Retooling the Southern Tier program, which focuses on keeping and building manufacturing jobs in Greater Binghamton. Staff at SUNY Broome said today because technology is constantly changing, as are employment opportunities locally, regionally, and nationally, students should be ready for immediate employment when they graduate.
We're getting requests to train our students with the more recent technologies and the computer skills that they need to operate this equipment.
There's the possibility for 300 students to become qualified and find manufacturing jobs at the local level. Well, it's not just SUNY Broome getting a new look. The SAT college entrance exam is also getting what some say is a much-needed makeover. The college board that creates the SAT conducted its own exam and decided that it was failing students. The redesigned college entrance exam returns to a 1,600-point scale, and the essay becomes optional. There will be no penalties for wrong answers, and the questions will focus more on commonly used vocabulary and core math skills. The changes come following feedback from educators who say the SAT is not testing for skills that students actually need in college and beyond. The board says the changes could benefit students from lower income families who can't afford expensive tutors and classes. Well, for students and parents from a New York high school, they say they are angry and disappointed after racist tweets are directed at their boys' basketball team. Controversial comments were allegedly posted by students at the Mahopac High School after a playoff basketball game last week when Mahopac lost to Mount Vernon. The tension in the stands apparently carried over into social media. In some of the tweets, Mount Vernon players are referred to as monkeys, and one post even displayed a Confederate flag. The online rants triggered outrage from the superintendents of both school districts. Today, Mahopac's superintendent and the school principals and coaches, they're meeting with state education officials to review evidence and discuss the incident. Mount Vernon superintendent is also requesting that Mahopac's basketball team be suspended for a year and that the state publicly recognize the incident as a civil rights violation of bullying and racial harassment. Mount Vernon plays Union Endicott in the state quarterfinals on Saturday at Binghamton University. So we're working on more stories for Action News still to come in this half hour. Attention consumers, a study revealing the most complaints involving scams is revealed. We'll tell you what you need to be on the lookout for coming up in just a couple of minutes. Still to come during our second half hour of Action News, another study shows a financial hit in Tioga County. You'll hear why the area is losing money on declining tourism. I'll tell you more on that story coming up on Action News at about 5:31. Plus,
look at temperatures across the Great Lakes in the 30s, 20s and 30s, that is. As we move through the next several days, we may be making a run at 40. I'll have more on your forecast coming up.
Winter weather can take its toll. Back-breaking snowfall, bone-chilling temperatures, nerve-wracking travel conditions. Lessen the effects by being prepared.